Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Pixelgaard. Since last episode, I've basically just kind of worked around in here while I was editing footage, really. It actually hasn't been all that long. I was ready to get back into it. Since the last episode, I did get a few levels on our Pokemon, so Piplup's up to 15, Electrike's up to 11, Trapinch's up to 8, Nidoran Male is up to 6. At the moment. Also, I did get a bit more. You can see I've got some apricorns in here because these have started putting off apricorns. And I have every color here except for yellow. And I've actually got a red one here. It's the only red one that I've got at the moment. But I actually got that. I did not find a red apricorn bush. I actually ran across a boss mob and went ahead and fought it. It was just an uncommon. It was a level 18 and I took it out without too much issue. We will do some boss mobs on camera. It's just I came across that one and I was rendering a video and I was like, okay, well, we're going to take this thing on. And I can't really record while I'm rendering, so... But he dropped that, and he also dropped an air balloon. Then I also got a couple ender pearls and a psychic gem that dropped off a level 15 Esper. So, but anyways, I have gathered up a bit of berries, and I've processed our iron. And I did come across yellow apricorns. They weren't fully grown earlier. But if we pop over here, I've actually marked 2 of them. And I need to go over here anyways because I need to, oh, never mind, my Piplup. I think there's like a random chance every so often that your Pokemon get fully healed, it seems like. Because I've noticed that, oh, there's an Abra. Whenever you get close, they teleport away. So you have to engage them with the Pokeball. It is right here. There's a yellow one. Still not fully grown yet. And then over here, there's a yellow one. Which I'd really like to get yellow ones because then we could make Ultra Balls. Because that's a combination, of course, of black and yellow. That one's not grown either. Okay, well, I'm still waiting on those, but that's okay. But today we are going to push on and work on getting our machines started. And I guess I don't have to go over here to the Poke Center. And actually, between episodes, I had a legendary boss mob spawn over near my house, if you can call it a house at the moment. I had a legendary boss mob spawn, and I didn't engage it because it would wipe the floor with me, honestly. But it was a legendary Mega Alakazam boss mob. I heard him. I didn't see him at first. I heard him though. I heard him go, Alakazam, you know. And I got to looking, and I was like, where's he at? And he was, oh, I got jumped by a level 20 Rattata. I don't really want to fight that. But let's get back over here, and we are going to do a little bit of work processing some stuff. So anyways, what I would like to make, first up, is the PC. That's what I'm really going for right now. And we're going to need a couple blocks of iron, simple machine chassis, which I think I have that already made, don't I? Actually, I guess I don't have that made. Okay, let me grab some of these materials. Let's go ahead and get the blocks of iron that we need, the simple machine chassis that we need. We're going to need the redstone danknull panels, which is going to be coal powder, redstone, red stained glass. Oh, you know what? Actually, red tulips, I think, can make red dye. Yes, but I'm going to have to get some glass being made. And I actually don't know that I have sand available. But one thing I do need to do is the sag mill. I'm going to have to run coal through there. And I'm actually going to go ahead and run like 14, I think. I'm going to go ahead and get that breaking down, making our coal powder for us. I have to go get glass here in just a second. And then we're also going to need the logistics disc. That's not too bad. I've got everything for that. Okay, it's actually trying to crash whenever I try to craft a logistics disc right now for some reason. So I went ahead and let Severe know. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to, it's 4 iron, 4 redstone, and gold. And what I'll do is I'll just throw this stuff away. So I don't have any lava, but I'll just dump it in here and let it despawn. And then what I'll have to do is I'll have to cheat in the PC. So I'm just going to dump that stuff into there, which actually, let me try this. Okay. I just can't craft it for some reason. Not sure why, but okay, so there's our logistics disk. Okay. There we go. Boom. And we got a feather. Okay, now we got to get the FPGAs. And this is where I'm going to start needing silicon. I'm going to need some gold powder, some conduit binder. Let me actually pull this out. And I am going to need to also get some sand as well. Which I should be able to get sand over here. And I also need clay. There's that. And honestly, that might be enough clay. Let's see. For this, we need silicon 80% to get 2. Conduit binder. Yeah, I'm going to need some more clay. Or I'm going to get some more clay. If I have any more here. That is the $1,000,000 question. Okay, right over here some. Okay. And I'm also... Oh, I can't put grinding balls in this one. That's fine. Hopefully we get some silicon. It's 80%. Yes, okay. We got silicon. We got a little bit of clay back. And then I'm going to need the photovoltaic... oh, I need more silicon there, though. Okay. Let me run a little bit more of that. Okay. I got some silicon from that. Awesome. And then I'm also going to need conduit, binder, composite. I'm going to need some gravel. So there's that. And then I'm going to need lapis lazuli powder and gold powder. We'll get that crushing up. And then let me throw a couple more pieces of that in there. Okay, there's that. And then gold powder. We're getting so close to the PC. Which right now I don't have any Pokemon in the PC, but it's going to enable me to... Okay, actually the raw FPGA crashes as well. So I'm going to throw this stuff into here. Also, there's that. And am I missing something? Oh, conduit binder composite. That's what I'm missing. And that makes 8 FPGA. Okay. So I'm going to give myself 8 of that. Just until that gets fixed. It might just have to be, the recipes might just have to be reset up or something. And then we can turn that into the FPGA with nether quartz and redstone. So we'll dump that stuff into the... Oh, whoops. Man, I just ate up my nether quartz. So I'm going to have to pop into the nether and go get some more. Because I'm making quartz-infused glass or whatever. Oh, there's a Salandit. If my Piplup was full HP, I'd go ahead and battle it. But it's not. Alright, so... I think there was more nether quartz. Yeah, down here. Okay. So, let's try this again. So, the raw FPGA, the redstone, and the nether quartz. There we go. Now it's crafted. And this is, yeah, it's going to need some more coal. Go ahead and keep that running. We'll get into a better furnace later. It's probably going to be a while because I don't mind using this furnace for right now. and I've got bigger fish to fry, so to speak. Okay, so back to the PC. I'm wondering if this advanced chip is going to crash on us. So we need to get a raw basic chip, which is more silicon, gold powder binder composite. Grains of Infinity, I have just enough. And lapis lazuli powder. Okay, this is done. Which actually, let me dump all of these. Oh, I got a yellow apricorn. I'm actually not even sure how I got it. But let's go plant it. I guess it dropped from something, I'm assuming. I don't know what, though. I didn't get it as from a battle reward. I know that. Okay, so I think I've got the silicon there that I need. What am I missing for the raw chip? Nothing. I've got everything. Let's see if it crashes. Okay, so the raw basic chips. It crafts 8. I'm just going to dump 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to dump all of that in there and let that despawn. And we'll get our raw basic chips. I imagine it's just something wonky with the recipe that's causing it to crash. Because, I mean, it's not the item itself that's acting up, so I'm assuming that's what it is. Okay, so I need, let's see, for the PC, I need the advanced chip, which takes diamond and redstone. I'm only going to make one of these. Because there's other chips that we can make with this, so depending, we might need those. I'm going to sleep and get rid of this rain real quick. And also my glass is done. So yay. And I'm going to have to pop down and get a piece of, or a diamond really, really quick. Because we got those down there that we didn't loot all of. But I do need one for this. And actually, while I'm at it, let's take a look at the healer, because I might need one here. I am going to need one here. So I'm going to go ahead and mine up 2 while I'm down here. So, there we go. Which we're up to almost level 22 right now. We'll probably start getting an enchanting setup before too long. And then maybe enchant that diamond pick and see if we can get looting on it, which would be kind of nice, but we shall see. I do want to do a building episode here soon, though. I'll go ahead and say. Okay, so we're going to dump in that, and get that running. And actually, I guess I should go ahead and get another one running after that one, because we're going to need one for the healer here soon. Okay, so there's all of that. And then if we look up the PC, oh, I need this, which is that, and then that, and then we need 2 redstone, and these do craft 2 at a time, so there's that, and then there is our PC. And we got a Porygon leg. Actually, just throw in like 6. That should be enough to finish this out. There's no use letting this fill up on power, because the simple stuff has leakage. You can see the leakage there, and so it will just leak all out, and so you'll just kind of waste it. So there's really no point in letting it build up excess power. But for right now, these will eventually get moved, because this isn't where anything's going to be in particular. But we're going to go ahead and set up our PC right there, and we can access this. And there we go. We now have our PC. And so, of course, right now there's nothing in there, but after I catch more Pokemon, after having 6 in my inventory, they will automatically be deposited into the PC. And so next up, I want to get us a healer so we don't have to go all the way over to the town every time that we want to heal up our Pokemon. So I am going to need more things. I'm going to need more Grains of Infinity and more iron bars to make the simple machine chassis. I'm gonna need 8 gold plus 8 gold nuggets. So I'm gonna need to mine up a little bit more gold. And then I'm also gonna need this right here, which means I'm gonna have to go farm up some more glass. And oh, you know what though? Bone meal's my only option. And guess what? I have no bones. Honestly, going to the nether and finding bone blocks might be the best option for that. But let me go deal with the grains of infinity and find just a little bit more gold, like 1 ore. And I'll be back after I get that sorted. Okay, I got the gold that we need for this. And I've got plenty of iron and stuff. So let's go ahead. And then as soon as this is done, we're going to... I think the next objective is going to be getting some kind of storage up and going and start building, honestly. I think will be the next objectives because that's stuff that we need to get on with. And you know what? I'm going to need an apple. And a carrot. I don't have an apple or a carrot. And then I'm going to need this right here. Which, like I said, I think we're going to pop into the nether. Which, actually, we need to get into food soon, too. I've still got a little bit of pork chops left, but not many. Okay, I got an apple. Awesome, so that's out of the way. And then I have to get a carrot, which, honestly, this village over here may have a carrot. If it doesn't, I believe some of the Pixelmon can drop carrots. I'm thinking something like maybe a Bunnelby would be able to, which I've actually seen Bunnelbees. They tend to spawn underground, it seems like, and I've seen them around my base, like underground, which I didn't pay them much attention before, but that's because, like, I don't mind Bunnelby, but I hate Diggersby. That is one of the most atrocious Pokemon ever created. So I've never... Because of that, I guess, I've never cared too much for Bunnelby because of what it becomes whenever it grows up. I'm thinking maybe I would be able to get a carrot from that if I don't have a carrot over here in these farms. But hopefully I've got one just over here. I know that one is beets and wheat. But down here, what is all of this? This is potatoes. Let me just grab like 3 to work with. And that's potatoes as well. What about this area? This looks like all wheat. That's carrots. There we go. Okay. Let me actually grab a couple more of those. Okay, so we have 4 carrots. That should be good. And then that way I've got like 3 to start a farm with. And then I've got 1 for this machine. And then I'm going to need the white dye. And I'm thinking, like I said, I think the best route for that is going to be going to the nether and looking for bone blocks. Of course, we can battle Pokemon and get bones, but I'm not 100% sure off the top of my head which Pokemon it is that will drop the bones. And so I think just finding those bone blocks would be ideal for right now. I've still got to find bones, you know, like from... Well, either from dungeon loot. There's a Bunnelby. I'm not going to bother with him, but I do want to find... there's Pikachu. There we go. I do want to find like a good Geodude or something, because my Piplup's actually about to evolve, or about to level, and if I recall, it evolves at level 16. So... I would like to do that this episode as well, get it evolved. The stat increase would definitely be worth it. So, because it would boost the strength of our deer Piplup by quite a bit. All right, but anyways, there's our golden apple, and then, which I'm uploading a video right now. That's why I've got a little bit of a lag whenever I add stuff into the crafting table. That's on me, 100%. So, okay, so I think that's all that we're missing is that iron dank null, which is, basically we're just missing that white stained glass. Okay, let me pop over here. Let me go grab some more sand. And we'll get that smelting up. And then off to the nether we go. To look for bone blocks. Hey, Diglett. I will... No. No. And Diglett, I've noticed, aren't very aggressive, so it's hard to... You don't generally get a battle with those by running into them, so... Yes. Okay, one shot. And I leveled up. Level 16. Which... I've noticed it does that. I apologize. There we go. What? Piplup is evolving. And... it's giving me a really weird viewpoint for this. There we go. Sort of. Yeah, there we go. Your Piplup evolved into a Primplup. And we got Metal Claw. The target is raked with steel claws. This may also raise the user's attack stat. We're going to switch this with Pound, actually. I'm going to keep Growl for right now because it's actually really good if you're going up against a stronger Pokemon. It's actually not all that useful in the game, generally. Like in the actual games, because you're always, seemingly you're always like super high level above what you're fighting. And then by the time that you're not, for like the late game stuff, Growl is pointless. You know, you're like Intimidate swapping if you're going for that. But anyways, we got our Primplup. So yay. And that'll be a good stat increase. Let's go ahead and take on this Geodude. I actually like this. It actually put me in a good spot this time. Like hanging out here. But I can't wait to actually build like a proper arena. Oh, we got 48 HP now. Awesome. There we go. And we got some flints. Cool. Okay, so let's pop through and see if we can go find those bone blocks. And I guess I'm going to head up in this direction for right now. I should probably mark this as home before I do that, though. Pawnyard. I need to get crafting Pokeballs soon. Which that's next on my list. Once we get a healer, crafting Pokeballs. Totally on my list. Prosperity. There's a Ghastly. There's a Nether Fort. I wonder if it'd be worth checking inside if they are for potential loot, maybe? I mean, of course, we're not going to be finding blazes and stuff, but I'm kind of curious, A, to see if there's any kind of other Pokemon that are going to spawn in there, and then B, there may be some chests that we can loot and maybe get some cool things out of. I would really love to find one that has 3 bones in it. That would be like a dream come true. Okay, so we got the Advancement of Terrible Fortress. Ooh, what do we got here? We have Heat Rocks, Rock Gems, Infinity Bimetal Gears, Gold, Iron Horse Armor. Cool, I'll take it. And I'm also going to pick up this chest. Probably should have emptied out more of my inventory. Originally I was thinking, oh, we'll just pop in here real quick and we'll go get some bone blocks and that'll be that. Yeah, I didn't even think about finding a nether fort. And I'd like to get some netherrack. I'm going to grab like 2 and leave the rest for others. Which realistically, I'm not really going to be able to carry much more. So I may just come back here in a minute and explore this a bit more. Because I'm noticing like the chests in this, when you find treasure, you find a lot of treasure. And you want every bit of it, you know. So, yeah. Because most of these items that we're getting and stuff, they're not craftable usually. And then I'm probably done selling stuff, but you know, I want to stockpile a lot of these things because most of these things have uses for like battle. And so I need to start stockpiling a lot of this stuff, if at all possible. There's a chest. We have gold. We have iron. Put that in there. We've got charcoal. This is not charcoal like Minecraft charcoal. This is charcoal from Pokemon. Also dark boots, which could be nice to have. I'm actually going to do that and that. Because I do want that charcoal. Because that's going to boost our fire attacks. Which would be useful. Another chest here. This one actually not really great stuff. And I really don't know why I've been picking up that horse armor. Because we don't have horses. So, there might be a way to break it down. So maybe the diamond stuff would be worth it. But we're going to be riding actual Pokemon and not horses. Okay, another chest here. We have a... Okay, there we go. Infinity Bimetal, an Earth Plate, a couple capacitors, diamond. I'll definitely come back and get that stuff. This right here, I'm actually just going to drop it on here. This has inventory 3. And jump 3. So I've got a really high jump height at the moment. And I'm just going to take that earth plate with me. Okay. I'm going to head back up and we'll see if we can go find that bone block. Real quick. I want to get some Pokemon leveled up that I can ride on here soon. Here's a chest. Soft sand. Yeah, I'll dump that andesite in there. Oh, and there's another chest over here. Oh, this one has flippers on it. And there's another charcoal. Okay, I'll be back for the rest of that stuff. Oh, man. There's too much good stuff in here. And we need to make a backpack, but we have to get leather. And, of course, leather means we're going to have to battle Pokemon. So that might take a little while before we can make a backpack. So, oh, wow, that's a Mega Ghastly. It's only a level 8. It's like Dynamaxing already. Okay, right down here is lava. Why is there a Bunnelby in the nether? And that's soul sand, by the way. I love that the way that looks. I'm actually not really seeing any bone blocks. I've got really good fall protection now because of all the jump on these boots. Diglett. Normally you find like Magmars and stuff, if I recall. Oh, there's a Houndour. And I think we saw a Houndour before here as well. But the Ghastlies make sense. I'm not sure. I guess the Digletts and stuff do make sense. But I'm also thinking that the Pokemon that you encounter is kind of based on the levels of your Pokemon that you have. Because I've noticed they've gotten a little bit stronger, and I've started encountering things like Pikachu, for example. I've spotted a couple Pikachus around my base, whereas before I wasn't. You know. So I may just not be a high enough level for a lot of the normal Pokemon to be spawning here. I've actually got Step Up now with this, which is pretty nice. You know, I'm not really seeing any bone blocks, which worries me. I'm starting to think there may not be bone blocks spawning here. Okay, there's actually a level 1 trainer right here, which I wouldn't mind taking them on. It says, my parents thought I couldn't be a trainer, but now I am unbeatable. They have a level 1 Pidgey. Alrighty. There you go. Just have some bubble. Next up, a level 1 Zubat. There we go. We won. Maybe my parents are right. I can't be a trainer. You won 16 Pokédollars for defeating Dana. Okay. I looked it up. Uh-oh. I'm being attacked by a level 2 Skitty. Okay. Take that. And we got a Choppleberry and some Grass Mail. Sounds good. I've got to start sorting stuff. My chests are getting really, really bad. But anyways, I looked it up, and of course it kind of makes sense. There's some Pokemon that are, you know, it's kind of like, duh, you know, they would drop bones. Like Cubone, for example. Also, Growlithe and Arcanine can drop bones. Absol. But what we're going to be looking for, actually, funny story, is Houndour. Houndour or Houndoom. And it actually should work out pretty good because we'll be... we'll have some super effective attacks. Something tells me that now that I'm looking for Houndours, it's going to be extremely difficult for me to find any. Nope, there's a Houndour. Awesome! Okay, we should just be able to bubble it and move on. There we go. And we got 2 bones and some blaze powder. Okay, I'm going to try to take on one more. Because if I can get another 2 bones, we'll have 1 for the dye. We'll have 3 for the Whelmer pail. And we can call it a day. So, that's kind of... that would kind of be ideal, I think. Oh, there's my Houndour. Maybe do this first, and then maybe take on that Slugma, because I think I would get some pretty good XP from that. 2 bones and a blaze powder. Okay. You won't always get 2 bones, but yeah, seems like a pretty good method. We'll have to start farming leather up here soon as well. Alright. Let's get this party started, because I think I'll hit at least level 17 for sure for beating this level 21. Of course, he's going to hang on with a sliver of health just so he can hit me again. There we go, level 17. Awesome. And we got magma cream and a blaze powder. Okay. That's not bad. But I've got the bones that I need. And technically I could break these down with a sag mill. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to do that. Just because, you know, now that we've got a good spot to go farm them, it's not too difficult. You know what I would love to find right about now is a Beldum. I would love to have a Metagross. Okay, so I'm assuming that our glass is done. It is. And let's go ahead and do that. That. And then we can get our Danknull. And then I think I've got everything now. There we go. There is our healer. And don't forget, we can't move these just yet. But they're really not that expensive now that we're at the point where they're not expensive, basically. And so now I can just right-click and I can drop my Pokemon into there. Get them healed up. And then, of course, I can access this to switch out my Pokemon. And, you know, with that, I'd like to get into making Pokeballs, but we actually don't have the time this episode. So next episode, we're going to get into making Pokeballs. And then probably the following episode, we're going to start building, I would say. So next episode, we'll just be catching Pokemon and stuff. We'll be doing that a bit, like, you know, every few episodes, just go catch Pokemon. So, but we're going to get that. And, oh, I do need to make the Whelmer pail real quick. Let's go ahead and do that. So there's our Whelmer pail. Yay. And now we can actually water our berries. It looks well watered today. And then once the day passes, okay, yeah, that's a Zubat. Once the day passes, then, you know, I'll need to water it again, like once every Minecraft day. But not watering it's not going to hurt it. So, but yeah, so I'm going to end out this episode here. Like I said, next episode we'll pick back up. I didn't get as much done today as I was hoping to, but, you know, it took a little while to get all that stuff together. So, but now that we've got that, we're in a pretty good shape. There is other machines that we're going to have to make, like the fossil machines and the cloners and all that, but we'll get into that later. Also, the ranch blocks so we can start breeding would be awesome. But, yeah, in due time. So I'd like to really start getting building here soon. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already. Stay updated with when new videos come out. I'm really hooked on this already, if you couldn't tell. So, anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Until then, as always, do take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys then.